Hey, welcome to my channel. Just gonna go over yesterday. Basically, I tried doing a live stream right after the game, but I had to head out for a comedy show at the Improv, um, which was funny, by the way. But I'll get that into later, or another video. Anyways, um, playoffs are playing out to be interesting in this situation. We might have a first time ever an 8 seed and a 7 seed playing in the conference finals for the very first time. I think for NBA, interesting to see if like two 8 seeds would be there, but the last 8 seed on the Western conference, they've been eliminated, so it doesn't make sense at that point. But in any case, I mean, we saw basically the Suns were eliminated without CP3. It made sense that it didn't really make sense, quite honestly, because like the Suns should have won. The Suns should have won. This was a do or die game, and Jokic showed up. Jokic is seriously an MVP. You can see why he is MVP or was MVP for the past 2 years. Not this year, I don't know why, but the past 2 years it made sense. Without this man, Denver doesn't get this far. He should have been in this. I mean, he should have been at least considered in the MVP voting ballot between him and Embiid, and Giannis, of course, too. Those three. Without those three, kind of makes you wonder, like with those three, Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic, if they were all on the same team, what would the team be like? But in any case, Phoenix losing comes back to now the point was like CP3 is gonna have to wait another year if he's willing to wait another year for that ring, that elusive ring, or to maybe joins another team, or Tim, KD, and Booker recruit someone else to come on to the Suns to help him out. But in any case, it's done. It's over. The Suns are eliminated. Now Denver is waiting for the next team. Basically, they're going to play. And the question is like, who are they going to? Who are they going to play? And now, yesterday's game, of course, with the 76ers and Celtics, that was an interesting game, quite honestly. The way Booker was playing for the first 3 quarters and the way 76ers were up in the third quarter, I honestly thought 76ers were going to take out the Celtics at that point. Me as a fan, that's what I was saying. Initially, I called it off in the beginning that, the Celtics should win this series. I honestly didn't think it was going to go to 7 games. I thought Embiid was going to be a little bit injured and he wasn't going to be able to make it, but the way the 76ers played for the first 2 games, it looked like this series was going to go to 7 games. And that's what's happening. The Sixers and Celtics are going to a game 7. Quite honestly, Brown and Smart did not let it go. But then, quite honestly, Tatum showed up. I think I said Booker, but I meant Tatum, Jason Tatum. The first 3 quarters was not doing good, but the other cast members helped out and kept him kept him within distance of the 76ers. That Tatum showed up in the fourth quarter, scoring 16 points basically to keep him in the 16 points in that fourth quarter to keep him in there basically, which was pretty amazing. So now the question is, what do we see in Game 7? Going the fact that it's going back to Boston. I think in this case, as everyone thought otherwise, the Celtics should most likely win. I mean, Harden shows up every now and then, and like he does show up. The question is with Embiid and Harden, can those two alone keep the Celtics or beat out the Celtics? It doesn't seem like it. But I'll say this though, this is a case where the Celtics, if they lose it, well, it doesn't matter. The Celtics, the winner of this series is going into the finals. We know that the winner of this series is going into the finals. Because this is two of the best teams in the East going at it, going into the finals at that point. Now, of course, tonight we have the Lakers versus the Warriors. Again, it comes down to this. The Warriors are in the process of being eliminated. Can they force a Game 7? We'll have to see. It's a matter of can Klay Thompson and Poole show up, because Curry can't do it alone. I mean, I have a feeling Curry's going to probably do whatever he can. He's probably going to try to go 40 points to keep this Golden State Warriors in this game to go to a Game 7. But the thing is, granted, at the last game, the fact that AD lost. I mean, AD was out the end of the fourth quarter made absolute sense as to um, why the um, why the Warriors won that game. Because I mean, they should have won. Quite honestly, they should have won. Um, it was a case of they were AD was doing really really well, and then he just happened to have gotten injured, and towards the fourth quarter basically. So because of that, they lose. So the question is now, can the Warriors win this game without AD showing up? That's a tough one to say, to be quite honest. I don't know what to say. It would be interesting to see if this game goes into 7 games. If this goes into 7 games, that'd be good for basketball, of course. But of course, I think, as everyone's saying, it's scripted that the Lakers should meet the Celtics in the finals. I think everyone's anticipating the Warriors to come out to win this game. And of course, the winner of this game, of course, plays against Denver. Then the real question is, if the Lakers were to beat the Warriors this game, do not look for the Lakers to beat out the Nuggets. And the way that Joker was playing, I think both AD and LeBron are going to be tired. If this goes to a game 7, they're both going to be tired. No matter what, either of these teams are going to be tired. It's probably going to go to 5-6 games in the conference finals between one of these two teams and the Nuggets. But I have a feeling we're going to see the Lakers going against the Nuggets in the conference finals, Western Conference Finals. Now, I'll see what happens after game 1. Game 1, if we can see what happens in game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, we'll have an inkling of what's gonna how the series is gonna play out. Now, of course, the one that I'm more concerned about, of course, being a Knicks fan, and I'm just gonna expand this a little bit more. Sorry. Is the fact is if Randall doesn't show up, well, yeah, Randall has to show up basically, and Barrett has to show up. Brunson can't do it on his own. He tried. I mean, he played 48 minutes in Game 5. He can only do so much. Randall needs to show up. Randall needs to be on fire in this game. There can't be any mistakes from Randall. He can't be screwing up. He has to score. He has to score high. He has to also learn to dish it out as well too, and not holding the ball. He can't hold the ball for so long. Either within 2 seconds of receiving the ball, he's got to dish it out or shoot or drive. Same thing with Barrett. Barrett can't go for those threes. He's got to drive in basically to open up those lanes for Brunson and for Randall as well too. Question is Hart also can't get into foul trouble. He can't get into foul trouble. He might be able to contain Butler for a little bit, but I wish Derrick Rose can play in this game. He might have been able to maybe help contain a little bit of Jimmy Butler, but look for Game 6 basically to be won by the Miami Heat, because Butler, I think, can't afford to go to a Game 7. He does not want to go to a Game 7. Look for them to win, to take the Knicks out in Game 6 tonight. Look for them to actually beat them probably by 10 points. I would say maybe 15, because in the fourth quarter, if it's with 5 minutes left and they're up by 6, look for the Knicks to just pretty much give up at that point. Because I've seen cases where when it's 5 minutes to go, Randall has always given up. So look for him to give up at that point as well too. And with that, I'll leave it at that. If you guys have any thoughts about this, some of my picks or such, please leave it in the comment section. I do read my comments, and I do respond to them when they warrant a response. And also, of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you do like my content, do like this channel, thank you, and please subscribe. If you don't like it and you think it can be better, please, again, I welcome feedback. I'm open to criticism about the channels themselves. And also, with that, I'll just leave it at that. Basically, unfiltered, unedited, and unrehearsed. Until next time.